Hi there, this is Ronnie. Thanks for coming back to the channel. And today, what my topic is, let me just check my notes. Okay, my topic is the 6 best reasons, my 6 best reasons for going to a fruit festival. So, a lot of people, when they get asked about going to a fruit festival, they say, what was the thing that you enjoyed the most? And people usually say it's the people, it's meeting the people, and it's everything else. So I wanted to actually go into a bit more detail than that, but I want to give my experiences. And why should you listen to me? I've been to quite a lot of fruit festivals over the years, maybe 15 or something like that. A lot of them, sometimes it's the same one. I went to a number of times, and so I've got a lot of experience in going to them. I also run my own festival as well because I enjoyed them so much I wanted to start one, so that happened as well. But let's run through these very quickly. The first thing, the first reason is the best food in the world. Is what I've marked down here. So obviously for someone that's raw vegan like me, or fruitarian, whatever you want to call people that eat a lot of fruit, it's the best food in the world, obviously. And it's a great chance to have food, not, you're not having to think about it, not having to prepare it yourself, not having to go out and get it. It's all in the one place. So you're getting to enjoy the best food in the world, prepared by the prepared meals at night are usually with some really experienced chefs that really know what they're doing. You can get taught how to make these meals. You can go along to the demos. If you want to volunteer at the event, you can play a part in the kitchen, once again, helping out more. And there's also, and I think this might happen more, there's actual events that are centered around certain fruits. So there's the Durian Festival in Malaysia, and I don't really know if that's an event if the rest of it is raw vegan or whatever. I don't actually know, but what I do know is that it's a place, basically a durian farm that has some of the best durian in the world. So for people that want to experience that, those particular fruits, and I wouldn't be surprised if other festivals start off that are centered around farms and places like that, and it's just for a specific experience. And I don't see why you couldn't have a farm in the US somewhere that supports a fruit festival. It's just probably an idea they've not come across, but that's a thought. And so the food is a big thing. Just to finish that off as well, I would say that you can try a lot of fruits that you've never tried before. A lot of the stuff at the festivals is often going to be things that you've never had or never tried. The next thing I would say, next best reason for me anyway, is the learning and the education. I still like to learn more. I definitely don't see myself as knowing everything or being a complete expert, but I'm still learning. It's a great environment to learn. So generally at the festival there's talks, there's presentations, there's group discussions, there's different kind of ways to learn. Some people don't really like that format. There's a lot of people that like to try and experiment with things themselves. I just think that that's not taking advantage of how much quicker it can be you're learning if you simply go and learn from someone that's already got that experience and that has made a lot of those mistakes. So to save you time, it can be great to go along to talks, presentations, workshops that really add a lot of value to you. Having long-term experts, having people that are recognised, having people that have the respect of the whole community, the respect of other people that have went on, people that have actually taught the people that have went on to teach other people, have obviously got something that's working, something that can be replicated. So those are the kind of people you want to try and learn from, the people that are the source of that information. So these festivals are often a place where those people are to teach and speak. And it's even great just to be around people and watch what they do and watch their habits. And if you get a chance to sit at a table with them and see how they go about all of that. And I've even seen people watching me if they think that I've got a few more years experience than them. They want to see what I'm doing a bit different. So that's the kind of thing. It's a great environment because you're surrounded by supportive people who want to help, who want to give you their advice, who want to contribute to your learning if you can, and everyone wants to learn as well. Everyone's open to it. It's not a place where everyone are trying to be, experts and everything. The third thing I would say is friendships. The Fruit Festival is a great place to make friendships, to make new friends. And I'm not great at making friends or socialising, anything like that, but I've found it quite easy at the festivals because people are quite open to meeting new people and speaking to new people and kind of talking to you and being open with you and all that, because essentially a lot of people are coming alone, or they've maybe only come with one or two people, so they want to meet other people, they want to create friendships, and it's likely that someone will be interested in who you are and what you do and the things that you get up to. So that's really good. And there's usually ways at these events that there's usually places, once again, workshops or little groups or whatever, or activities there's a word I was looking for, really, activities where people get together and meet and socialise, and obviously the dining hall areas and places like that where people get together. And the campfire as well, where once again socialising, friendships can develop and everything else. So that's really great, the friendships that come out of it, the actual connections with people. The excitement is reason number 4, the excitement. To me, I'm always get a little bit of an excitement about coming to these events. I think it's just all the new people, and all the kind of nervousness that people have and everything else. The excitement and inspiration, I've said, because the excitement, the buzz of the place, people coming in excited, nervous, so you pick that up off other people. Seeing people change is exciting. That's very inspirational. Exciting is actually seeing people change during the event. Coming back to an event a year later and seeing the transformation that someone's made, because they've went 1 year and they've taken the information really seriously, and then they've come back a year later and you can see the impact. Sometimes you get the opposite. You see someone that's come back who went last year, they've come again, and they've went in the wrong direction. They've not quite been able to change their lifestyle or do the things that would have maybe helped their health a bit more. So they're coming back to try and to learn again and get re-inspired and get back to where they were, because they might have lost their way a little bit. The stories that people have, the stories of people particularly that have been sick and that have got well, and it's amazing that you can be sitting with someone where you can see people around and you have no idea that this is someone that was on death's door, or potentially was going to live disabled for the rest of their life or whatever, and this diet and lifestyle helped them. So those stories are amazing. You always meet quite a lot of people that have these kind of stories, and some of them are very, very inspiring to you. It makes you think this is the reason to do it. It's not just for yourself, but it's the fact that your example can inspire a lot of people to really help their life. So it's all good in that sense. Transformational stories, excitement, inspiration, those emotions, that positivity. There's usually a great positivity, the kind of people that come along to the fruit festivals. There's a great feeling of positivity, excitement. New things, is what I've put down as number 5. Being exposed to new ideas, new games, new sports, new people, trying new things out. People often just turn up with stuff that isn't on the schedule that they just go and practice. It's some of the, like at both festivals that I was at last year, actually, people at all the festivals, people brought things like tightrope walking things and different musical instruments and all sorts of different weird and wonderful things that people like to bring along to a festival and, I don't know, show off a bit or whatever. So you get a chance to see all that and see new things and try new things. It's a really great opportunity. Once again, a supportive environment where no one's trying to make fun of you doing it. So it's another great thing. Number 6, I've put travel. So I've put getting to explore a new place, the adventure of it, the adventure of going somewhere new. I've been to I go to the Woodstock Festival in New York. I go to the Danish Festival in just outside Copenhagen near Roskilde, Denmark, and I love going to these places because I've been a number of times. So I love the places. I love the venues. I love those places. But I also love new places as well. It's not just about going back to the places that I'm comfortable with, but it's nice to go to a new place. So I went to Slovenia a few years ago for the Slovenian Fruit Festival. I might have never been there if it hadn't been for that event, and it was really a tremendous experience. Brilliant, great place. Really loved it. Luckily I had a friend out there who helped me out a bit with getting to stay with them. So Jari, I should mention his name in case he's watching, I guess, but a great guy. That was such a beautiful experience in festival, in a great place. I really, when I think back to that, I think about that place and how beautiful that was, and it was up in a kind of mountain. It was really special, it was really special, really different. I love the Woodstock Festival is up in Trout Lake, basically, which is upstate New York, Trout Lake. And there's so many bits around the camp. I know that camp and area now better than I know, most of my own country, right? Because I've been there like 5, 6 times. It really feels like obviously home. But I love things like you go around the lake and there's like the sportsman's lodge and stuff, and there's the something, the Poodle Palace or something. It's like a place for like dogs to go, I suppose. And there's all these really big houses just out in the middle of the woods, in the middle of nowhere. It's just, I just love that place. I really feel such sentimentality and warmth towards these places. And in Copenhagen at the Fresh Food Festival, where it's basically in this boarding school, is what we call it in the UK, a boarding school. And I don't know, I get real connection like to places, to buildings. It's really weird. It's really weird. And I'm in these buildings, and I can just imagine, like in that place in Denmark, I can just imagine the kids, during the school, like hanging out in the place, and I can just imagine how kind of special a place it is, and the different little classrooms and stuff. You see, it's great. I love these places. They're great places. At the UK festival, we've been at a number of different places, so we've had kind of different places, and because I run it, it's a bit, I'm not as relaxed, I suppose, at the time, but But traveling, going to new places, for a lot of the, for example, a lot of the people that are coming and speaking at the UK festival, a lot of them they have an interest in coming to the UK. They'd like to, they have some kind of interest, but they've never actually been before. So this is an excuse, a reason for them to come, and a lot of them like that. So it can be an excuse or a reason for you to go to a new place. There's another thing that was on right now was the Raw Vegan Cruise. If you've never heard of the Raw Vegan Cruise, it's Jesse Bogdanovich and his partner Rennie, and I've not been on the cruise, so I can't testify. But you can go to their website and you can see more about it. But they're doing it right now, and I think they do it once a year, maybe twice. But I really want to go on that because it's raw vegan, obviously, but it's exploring a whole load of different places because it's a cruise, and so that'll be my next kind of plan, is to get on that cruise, and that's a bit more expensive than one of the other events because it's a cruise, but cruises are something special to. I like. I like the idea of being on a cruise. I really like the idea of being on a cruise. So I really like all that stuff. So it's a chance to explore new place. It's an adventure. It's exciting. It's an adventure, and it's you meet real special people. And you go back to the people and you say the people. But what about people? What do you mean? Well, to me, it's about the friendships that I develop with those people. It's about the excitement that I see in those people. It's about the inspiration that I get from those people. It's about the fact that they show me new things, that they teach me new things, that you get a chance to do new things, that I can learn from them, that they make incredible food. It's all these different things. So those are my 6 big reasons. There must be more. 7, what could you say number 7? Maybe you can put down below your own experiences and let me know what your number 7, 8, 9, 10 are. You never know. You could go on there's the dating at the festival. You could get some romance. You could meet your partner. You never know. There's some type, because there's dating at quite a few festivals. We've not got that at the UK festival, but I don't know. It's kind of complex to do that. Dating is another. What do you call it? Blind dates, or no? It's not that. Speed dating. Yeah, speed dating. Speed dating is quite fun, but it's quite hard to keep on. To talk over and over. Talk over and over to girls who pretend that they're not really that interested. It's just, yeah, I'm just here at the speed. I've got a boyfriend, or I'm just here, and whatever. I'm not all that kind of vibe that people like to put across when they're at these things. Like, oh yeah, I don't really need to speed date. I don't need to be at speed dating to meet people. I'm not a loser. Anyway, no, the speed dating is fun. It's good fun, and then a great way of meeting new people. So you can go into things like specific to you. Like maybe you want to network. Maybe you're a business owner or something, and you want to network with these people. Well, that's a perfect opportunity. You got 7, Woodstock. You got 7 days to meet people and speak to people. Where else? What else? So those are, so networking potentially, if you want to look at it in some kind of professional way, you get a lot of chances to network with people that are interested in raw veganism. So if that's your thing, then that can help you out, obviously. Content, being a content creator, perfect. You can make a whole year's worth of content at fruit festivals. I've seen a lot of people do it. A lot of YouTube people there's a bunch of YouTube people who kind of made and basically they started their whole thing off through interviews at Woodstock, and I've done a few interviews there as well. So interviewing other people that already have a following is something that a lot of people have done to generate interest in themselves, and doing maybe more interesting content and stuff. There's also great entertainment at these events. I just love the fact that it's a place I can go, and you can go and everything is kind of raw vegan related, and and you can do all the normal things that you used to do, I suppose, but in a raw vegan kind of a way. So it's really cool. It's really great. I really, on every level, support these festivals and promote them and want people to go. And I'm really proud to be part of them. I'm really proud to be an attendee. I'm not I don't have any connection to the Woodstock Festival. In Denmark, I don't run the event. I'm not anything, but there has been times when I've been able to swap my place, because my friend would then come to the UK festival, so we've swapped places. So but I still don't say that's a connection, but I would help out with the music, I would help out with a few things, so I kind of, maybe I help out a bit with that event as well, in a small way, small contribution. But I feel proud to be connected, and obviously I'm very proud of my own event that I started with the UK festival. So I'm really proud of it all. I really want everyone to know about these. I want as many people to come to all of these, and I think the retreats and the smaller events and the boutique events and these small events have their own place. The events that are more specific towards certain things, they have their own place, but the fun, the joy, the excitement of the big festivals, I think, is bigger. And the fact that you're meeting new people every day, you can go to one of these bigger festivals and you go home and you didn't meet everyone, and there's something exciting about meeting new people, and here's another new person you can meet. And you don't have to be a really sociable person. It's not in that way. It's not like you really need to go out and push yourself. It's just that you get to do these things. One thing I probably would add onto that, sports. I really like getting together and playing sports with people. So that's another thing I would add. I definitely love the chance to play games, play sports, because I don't actually do as much as that as I probably should back home. So there's my thoughts. If you want to share this video around to other people, if you want to try and inspire some people to come, and you feel that this will inspire some people to come along with you to a festival, or you've got a partner that isn't convinced about going yet, maybe some of this information will help. All the people involved are such kind of high caliber people, I would say. There's none of these events are like trying to scam people or trying to lie to people, pull the wool over people's eyes, whatever. There's so much good intention. The people aren't making like loads of money out of people or anything like that. It's the intention is really good about these events. It's really a good intention. The whole thing. Okay, that's all I want to say. I can keep on going. That's 25 minutes for you. I want to get your feedback, so please leave some feedback below. Share this video with others, as I said, and subscribe if you want to get more videos like this. Last thing I would say, the UK festival is on. It's about 35 days away from the date that I'll post this video. So 35 days to go, and if you'd like to come, there's still places left. You can register the link below this video in the description box, fruitfest.co.uk. So it'd be good to see some of you there, and have a good day. So thank you very much. Bye. Bye.